Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there, guys. There's never a dull moment in crypto, that is for sure. That is why I love doing daily market updates. In particular today, Jeremy Hogan, the legend, has done his final video and given a prediction on the lawsuit against Gensler's Goon Squad, the Lizard Man. Anyway, we have some interesting updates coming out of Australia. Yes, my home country. There has been an exchange that's gone under. ASIC is now involved, the Australian Securities Regulator. It's getting full on, guys, and some interesting stuff is happening with USDT as well. I'm going to go through everything. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get straight into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and yes, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. We are just getting started. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am advocating for cold crypto storage. It could be a Ledger, a Trezor, an Alipol, a Descent, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you can't afford any of those, and yes, I know times are tough at the moment, you can use Trust Wallet because it has a 12-word seed phrase that you need to be very careful of. I would use an old phone and keep that in a drawer somewhere or secure in a safe if you can, and keep it offline. That's if you don't have the money, and that's completely understandable, guys. Now, and obviously, I am not using MetaMask because mine got hacked. I literally saw thousands of dollars go whoop straight out of it. All right, so just making that very clear, I do not use MetaMask anymore. Now, that's the formalities out of the way. Let's go to the community tab. MasterCard director, FTX crash won't dissuade institutional investors to continue exploring. Let that one sink in, all right? MasterCard director. Interesting stuff. And of course, this morning in my portfolio, we had gainers, ETN, Electronium, part of the Digital Pound Foundation, Ravane, The Graph, Web3, Kin, and Gas, because again, I hold NEO and I do receive gas as passive income. Now, this is the Australian exchange, okay? It is Digital Surge, collapses into administration. This is 9 News, one of Australia's major news networks here, and it's not good to see this. So it is one of the Aussie exchanges. I'm even considering taking my coins off CoinSpot because I'm getting a little bit worried now. And again, let's go to CoinSpot. This is where I have been buying my cryptos in Australia literally every single week. And again, there is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You will get $10 in Bitcoin. Of course, do your own research with this stuff. Now, just to be clear, all the prices you see here are in Australian dollars. Everything else is set to USD because I'm catering for everybody around the world. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken most of my cryptos off here and put it into storage, because again, I'm only keeping what I'm staking on the platform pretty much, all right? So I am well and truly prepared to lose those in the event that all hell breaks loose, and I hope it doesn't. Now, also, I just want to make a point as well that CoinSpot have appointed a third party in relation to all of their, their platform in general, all right? So obviously to make sure that they're all, one-to-one with their crypto. We don't want to see it go under, okay? And I don't, because I think if that would, it would just be devastating for the Australian crypto market, and it's not good. But anyway, again, take your cryptos off, put them in cold storage. Now, Bitcoin's sitting at 25,000 Australian dollars today. It is holding quite nicely, even on the weekend. It is Saturday, and Ethereum's at 1,900. I did open up a leveraged position in Ethereum. I'm doing something crazy. I'm going to put it up in my Patreon, so make sure you join up with that one. XRP's at 58 cents. I'm just going to quickly go through the banking coins, guys. XLM is at 13 cents. Algorand's at 34 cents. You've got Quant at $182. I am trading that with a Binance bot, by the way. Hedera's at 7 cents. Moving down to some other favorites here, of course. We have Casper up 1.43% as well to 4 cents. And of course, XDC, another banking coin at 3 cents. And also, guys, Chainlink. Definitely one I missed before, but $10. Okay, now Chainlink is part of all of this. Now let's go to Crypto Bubbles on the day. And guys, yes, the Wall Street Bull Patreon is linked below. I'm putting up all my buys, my sells, my trades, all my dividend investing, everything. Talking real bullish community here, guys, I'm building. So join up, it's linked below. Now, obviously, let's go to Crypto Bubbles on the day and see what is actually happening. FTT, again, 34%. There's some interesting stuff coming out with Sam Bankman-Fried saying that he should actually start a new token, which is utterly ridiculous. Guys, 34%. These traders, these day traders are obviously going to short this again. So this is what happens with retail. They'll buy in and buy in and buy in. And again, they'll just crash on Monday. So again, I'm staying very clear of exchange tokens, all right? Cello as well is up 3.9%, which is, pretty good on the day. What else you got here, guys? The graph, 2%, which is nice as well. I like the graph. I do hold some GRT. What else we got here, guys, that we like? Axie Infinity up 2.1%, 20% on the week, 24% on the month. You cannot complain about that. I just want to point out, guys, $107 at the start of this year, guys. Look at that. Crazy. And, of course, it's now trading at $8. I think play to earn is going to make a massive comeback. Now, former Ripple executive comments on XRP chart, which is really, really interesting. So this is Matt Hamilton right here. Now, I did have a read of this earlier today. Where are you? Okay, so the former Ripple exec said that the global picture XRP price chart is the same as that of Bitcoin. Responding to initial punditry, righty, I can't even say it, about what drives people to hold funds in XRP, Hamilton said that these investors are primarily interested in the actual utility of this crypto asset rather than the Ponzonomics, aka Ponzi scheme of something like Bitcoin, which is really interesting. But he says, this is in response to Sasha Hodder, basically, how did Ripple build such a loyal army with a chart like this? Well, I've had too much coffee today, so I'm laying off them for the moment. Matt Hamilton says, this chart of XRP is not Ripple. Okay, facts. If you can pick whatever time frame to suit whatever narrative over the long enough time frame, XRP is pretty much on par with Bitcoin. Most people invested in XRP are interested in actual utility, not just Ponzonomics of something like Bitcoin. In addition, the developer corrected his opponent that both the community and the token are not related to Ripple, but only to XRP. Absolute facts, Mr. Matt Hamilton. Very, very true. And obviously, we've got someone here. I'm not a huge fan of XRP, but I want Ripple to win. Miles Duchster right here. There he is. Analyst. I'm going to say Miles Duchster stresses importance of Ripple victory is still ongoing and against the SEC. Again, this is huge. And I just want to make a point of this. I'm going to read this quote. Anyone hoping Ripple lose is against crypto. I don't think people understand how big this is for crypto, especially in the United States. I mean, outside of the United States, okay, things are going to thrive. But in the United States, things are going to be very, very difficult if Ripple loses this lawsuit. I don't think anyone understands the magnitude of this, really, because it sets a law precedent. So whatever happens in this case will be relied upon by the SEC in all future cases with crypto. It is absolutely massive. Now, Jeremy Hogan has given an update on his prediction for the whole thing. I'm going to play the video and you're going to see what he says. And if you haven't watched it, go watch that video. It's incredible. Jeremy Hogan, legend, mate. Thank you for your services. Now, going on here, guys, Blockchain Bytes, ASIC chair briefs Parliament in Australia on FTX fallout. Kiwis consult on the future of money. Ripple case nears a high tide. So the chairman of ASIC, the Australian Securities Investments Commission, Mr. Joe Longo, appeared before the Parliamentary Joint Committee on Corporations and Financial Institutions, the committee, on Monday and addressed questions on the collapse of FTX and the corporate regulator's scrutiny of crypto assets. The committee questioned the circumstances which permitted FTX to obtain license to operate in Australia. Mr. Longo noted that FTX had acquired its AFSL lawfully from an existing license holder. That's very smart from Sam Bankman-Fried. Really? I didn't know that. But in response to further questioning, ASIC's representatives noted that the corporate regulator does not, as a matter of course, scrutinize AFSL license acquisitions. Can you believe this? and that there are limits to ability to scrutinize fit and proper persons in those circumstances, it was suggested that ASIC should be empowered to approval process for the acquisition of license holding entities, as exists in the UK, rather than relying on ASIC's already powerful investigating tools under the ASIC Act and Corporations Act. Promotion of crypto assets through popular and viral channels can make them appealing to investors, but there continues to be a lack of public awareness of their high, volatile, risky, and complex nature. That's why I always say do your own research and be very careful with where you're putting your money. But anyway, it's getting the attention even in Australia, from our regulators. Now, this is Digital Surge goes into administration as the FTX fallout continues. Tens of thousands of Australian investors with superannuation and savings tied up in cryptocurrency remain in suspense as Australian major broker collapses into voluntary administration. Brisbane-based, that's up north here in Australia. The beautiful part of the world here in Australia, guys. Brisbane is incredible. But cryptocurrency broker Digital Surge has gone into administration. The company is proposing a rescue plan, but this would need approved by its 30,000 creditors and administrators. Mum and dad investors are facing losses in the hundreds of thousands of their superannuation and savings. I just want to make this very clear, and I know it's devastating, but why the hell would you put all of your superannuation in crypto? I would not do that. I'm going to do a dividend stock video as well, but I would not be putting all my money in crypto. That is why I say never invest more than you can afford to lose. I say it every single day on this channel. It's crazy, but I do feel bad. And I know probably a few people have gotten their money stuck as well. So guys, be careful. Try and get your money out if you can. But the likelihood of the creditors releasing that money to the retail investors, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, not good, guys. Not good for Australian crypto. The SEC internal investigator leaves a month after raising staff retention issues. So Nicholas Padilla, the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States, acting inspector general, has left the agency after 38 years in federal service. Why would he be doing that? Anyway, hang on, let me just go here, guys. Sorry, stupid pop-ups. His departure had absolutely nothing to do with any of the substantive work of the Office of the Inspector General, the representative for the SEC said. Guys, look at this. He goes here. So the SEC seems to be facing challenges of its retention efforts, the report reads, noting that the pace of the SEC's rulemaking and lack of policy communication under Gensler as a source of strife. I mean, honestly, I don't know how Gensler's still in power. Now, this is interesting. Coinbase urges customers to ditch Tether with free transfers to USDC. Coinbase is dropping transaction fees for USDT and USDC conversions. The move is a shot at rival stablecoin issuer Tether. The firm is touting transparency and stability for its own coin, which is interesting, guys. So could Coinbase be in a bit of strife? I don't know. Honestly, guys, I hardly even use Coinbase, to be honest. I've used it to buy a couple of coins in the past, XYO. That's pretty much it. But other than that, just using it to trade. But I don't really use Coinbase. And in fact, quite frankly, I don't particularly want to be using exchanges. Excuse me, it's choked on my water. Anyway, let's go to cryptometer.io, guys, and see where the money's been flowing. We've got XRP, which is nice. Ethereum, Matic. We have, what do we got here, guys? We have USDT, of course. Bitcoin. Cake, Ape. Again, I'm sick of Ape. That is a Ponzi scheme and a half if you haven't seen it. But anyway, we have Hook, XMR, Monero, and Ethereum, of course. Now, let's go to Twitter, guys, because I want to play this video from Jeremy Hogan. And guys, I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Make sure you follow me on the right Twitter. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving this away live. Crypto exchange Gemini almost has less than $100 million worth of stablecoins left on their exchange. Outflow continues. That is, honestly, guys, I think all hell's going to break loose with all the exchanges, so please be careful with them. David Schwartz, ripple.org.ph is a scam site. Be careful with this stuff, all right? Never open emails, never open attachments, text messages, nothing. Ignore them all. I don't care. They're all scams. They just want your money and your crypto. All right, and there's going to be a lot of phishing scams on emails and whatever. So, guys, just avoid this like the plague because you will lose your money like that in an instant. All right. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 27. And, of course, let's have a look at Jeremy Hogan and his prediction here in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Have a look at this.
In conclusion, the legal brief's official lawsuit prediction is a 50.12% chance of a Ripple win, a 29.88% chance the SEC wins with a possible Ripple loss but win in there, a 19.11% chance of a draw this round with a trial in 2023, and a 5 to 7% chance of something unexpected. In other words, there's a 110.6% chance of something happening shortly. And finally, when will we know the outcome of the case? My friend, attorney James Filan, says it will happen on or before March 31, 2023. And if that's what he says, that is what it is.
There you go. Straight up. There it is. Okay. Jeremy Hogan, legend. Thank you for providing all of the legal insight for us newbies right here in terms of legal lingo. Because I'm telling you, I think we've all basically, partly become lawyers, to be honest. Anyway. Parties request that the court from James K. Filan set a deadline for January 4th, by which non-parties must ask to seal any portions of the summary judgment materials or else waive any objections to the court's ruling on the parties' sealing applications. It's very interesting. Tom Emmer right here is, I believe he's a US congressman, okay? So it's like a politician, obviously. For us Aussies, we call them parliamentarians, whatever. But anyway, this is Gary Gensler must testify before Congress and answer questions about the cost of his regulatory failures. I like that, which is good. There is an interview here in relation to Ripple and XRP and this creepy lady right here. Have a listen to this.
This reflected a structural liquidity mismatch at the heart of their operations, with them offering on-demand liquidity to investors while at the same time investing in more illiquid assets. That is because we must contend with potentially new sources of financial stability risk. For example, one area in which the financial system is adapting to new technologies is in the so-called crypto assets and decentralized finance, DeFi. Crypto assets are exceptionally volatile and pose considerable risks to consumers. Recall, after peaking in November 21, that was just a year ago, the price of Bitcoin fell by almost 75% in 1 year. And only last month, we saw the chaotic, complete collapse of FTX, a crypto asset exchange once valued at $32 billion and a critical player in that field. While the impact of such episodes has been contained so far, systemic risk could easily arise from increasing interlinkages between the crypto ecosystem and the traditional financial system. Policymakers, including macroprudential authorities, must carefully consider if and how the crypto ecosystem needs to be regulated.
That is why Ripple is there at the head of the table, guys. They are. Now, interesting tweet here from them. Why do industry leaders choose our crypto-enabled payment solution? Access to working capital, affordable cross-border payments, a real-time settlement. Again, guys, London is ready. The whole world is ready for this. It's just a matter of time. And what else you got here, guys? Matt Hamilton, but it isn't right off the bat. He starts with Ripple as a company. Yes, we are talking about XRP. XRP and the XRP ledger existed before Ripple. Ripple fundraised via traditional VC funding. Not a single regulator anywhere in the world has classified XRP as a security. Unbelievable, guys. And there is a lot happening here with CZ. Going at Sam Bankman-Fried as well, guys. These guys are like two titans battling anyway. And that is pretty much it for Twitter. I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap. We have $854 billion in total market cap volume. $32 billion in volume as well. 38% BTC, 18% Ethereum. That volume is very low. Okay, guys, this was going bananas when it was at the peak of the bull market. So just understand that this is the bottom, in my opinion. That is very low. Okay, honestly, it really is. But I'm focused on real utility here, guys. I really am. And here is my actual portfolio and watch list, all right? But Ethereum, XRP, ADA, AVAX, Link, XLM, Algorand, Quant, Hedera, IOTA, Casper, XDC, LCX, and Alliance Block, okay? And Alliance Block is partnered with Quant and Hedera. It's a no-brainer. But guys, each one of these projects right here you see are bringing something to the table, all right? And we know that XRP and XLM, Ripple and Stellar Lumens right here basically are the ones that are providing liquidity for the financial system, which is what is needed because that is drying up very fast and causing chaos out there. But anyway, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much. I will speak to every single one of you in the comments and the Patreon. Follow me on all social media platforms. Take care. We'll speak to you tomorrow. All right, stay safe. Bye.